Alright, we should be live. So, g'day there, ladies and ladians. Welcome back to our Nature's Madness run. We're doing pretty good, so far. We've got, I think, 6 gym badges, was it? Yep, we got 6. Excellent. Only 2 more to go. And then we're going to the league. We probably won't be doing the post game for this. The idea is that it's a challenge run, so after we defeat the league, we won't be doing rematches or any other post game content. I mean, I'd like to experience the post game content and stuff of this game, but I'd kind of like to move on, you know? This is our current team. Doing pretty good so far, we just need to get some levels here and there. But we're still in a catching phase at the moment, as we're trying to find new members for our team. Make sure we have plenty of eligibles. Oh, we got plenty of cash. Might just get some repels while we're at it. Alright, Mr. Joster now. Alright, so we are in... is it Lentimus Town? I believe so. Here we go. Yep, Lentimus Town. Which has pretty cool music, if I'm being honest. And as we've kind of talked about at the end of the last episode, this has more like kind of world building than ZA from what I've been able to gather, which is pretty cool. Oh, can we go? Hey, what's up here? A Python. Rheosaurus, you gotta go fight Iranian. Yeah, I've heard that the rematch teams are like pretty brutal, aren't they? Oh wait, no, you're talking about the breeder. No. I thought you were talking about Iris. Yeah, no, we're not battling Irene again. We'll never battle Irene again. So, we are on Reverse Mountain. Having Ariana up front means that we're having less Pokemon because it's Stench. So, let's try and find what else is in the grass here. A Drifloon, I don't think we have one of those. Or a Drifloon, so we need to catch this thing. But how you doing, Medusos? I keep calling you that even though you're Dino Pickles, but I was there from before you were Dino Pickles. Okay, we're doing this for a paralysis, I guess. Ugh. I mean, I can call you Dino Pickles if you prefer, but I'm one of your OG, I guess. Or you just prefer Dino and Dino? YouTube keeps changing back between my handle and actual channel name. I don't know what they have going on anymore. Yeah, YouTube's a bit weird like that, isn't it? We need to weaken it a little bit more, and Ariana happens to be perfect for that. Yeah, stockpile as well, so we're not doing too much damage. Dino and Meteor works. At the end of the day, we're all the same person. Fair enough. I might just shorten it to Media. I mean, we Aussies are pretty good at coming up with like nicknames and shortening words, so I can come up with something that you really like. But Media is probably just fine. But yeah, how are you doing today? Alright, we gotta be a bit careful, so let's try and catch it. We're not using the Master Ball yet. Also, are we able to get... Oh, sick as a dog, I think. I caught a virus when I was on the road in the last few days. Oh, that's rough. I'm a little bit sniffly today, but it's not too bad. Does anyone know when we get the access to the weather trio in this game? Wait, no. The, Rayquaza one. But the Jin, Thunderous, Landorus, Tornadus. So, anyone know when we get access to it? Also, we get to name a Drifblim. So, anyone in chat is good to name a Drifblim. It is... I didn't really check the gender before. It is a female Drifblim. I feel like maybe Gym 4 or 5. I don't really know what you mean. Like, of this game? Oh, for the web share. Ah, I see. Okay, gotcha. It's just that you said, like, I feel, and your previous thing was talking about your sickness, so I thought you were saying that you physically feel like Gym 4 or 5, and I'm like, well, Gym 4 was like electric, and Gym 5 was ground. Trying to figure it out, but yeah, see, with the trio. So there's probably, because I did end up talking to someone, I think. I don't know, I guess we can mess around with it if we want. Maybe go for a hunt. Miss Path for the Drifblim, both very good gyms to get neat by. Fair enough. Alright, so... Because we could potentially hunt it down, because I don't mind using a Master Ball for it. Miss... Because it's a roaming legendary, I don't want to like hunt it down too much. But if we hunt it down once and then Master Ball it should be pretty good. Let's go Hera for a bit. As we try and find anything else in the grass. Ooh, Grumpy. I love the baby version, Spoink, but Grumpy, not so much. Drifblim was fun to use my last round of Platinum. Drifblim is pretty good, right? Like, you get Ominous Wind, you're immune to like 3 different types. It's pretty decent. Let's go for Strength. I'm not too keen on Grumpig. I love Spoink, right? But Grumpig, not too big a fan of. Also, not really good competitively, like. But hey, you never know if it's got a good nature. Alright. So, a male Grumpig. Male Grumpig. If nothing else, I'm gonna call him Grumps. But I'm open to suggestions. But yeah, we could potentially hunt down like Thunderous or Tornadus. I think Landorus need both or something, or maybe it's post game. But we could hunt down Thunderous or Tornadus. both of which would be pretty useful for the team. Alright. We're gonna call Grunts. Going once. Going twice. Sorry. And sold. Screw you, we already have one of those. So yeah, I googled it before, and then there might be like a number around here. Oh! Oh. For a second there, I thought that was Originate. I mean, that is good experience, but I'm here for Pokemon at the moment. We can also go back and try and get that Sigilith. It's still gonna be annoying with the Whirlwind. Trapping. Shall we get one of those? I think we do. Yeah, okay. Okay, I guess we have to kill it. Should've gone for a break. Doesn't matter. Hera is built different. Close combat. Ooh. Ooh. 75. 120. Ooh. Is pretty good, isn't it? Another challenge. Alright, well, should we try and figure out if we can get a Jin? One of the genies. Wait. Why was my Hera gaining a boosted amount of experience? Like, it's not traded or anything. Like, you saw that, right? It said boosted experience. Very strange. Is it like the games where it's telling me I'm under level for the area? Alright, let's try and see if we can hunt down one of the genies. So who was a flyer? It was the Peter, right? Yeah. Tranquil. Okay, so in order to try and find this thing, I remember that you could look at the terminals in between cities, as a bit of a clue. So if we go to Castelia City, for example, and we go through this gate, there should be a terminal, right? You see? Asperdia. Yeah, it's talking about me. Seriously. Yeah, it's whatever. So, have we got to talk to like the weather people? Where were they? They were around Dishvale, right? Season research lab. TM collector. Let's go check that out. Cause I definitely remember being able to, that sound as hell. I definitely remember being able to, get them in black and white before the league. Maybe it's like after Gym 7? Great. We didn't really check out this spot because we just immediately took the plane. Tornadus is near here for sure. Okay. Gotcha. I'll just be talking to some of these people because the map says something about TDM Collector. Sharp beak? Neat. Okay. I mean, that kid says something about... Yeah, I might have already gotten it. Oh. Here we go. Oh, HPL. Okay, well that was about normal. Yeah, so I feel like it is somewhere on this route that you start it right. Do you have to like, I remember that there was a little encounter thing, kind of where you like see them, and then they kind of run off. But I don't know if it's like that in this game. Because it'd be great if we can do it, right? It'll be a really good powerhouse for the team. Hey, I'm wondering if it comes later. Yeah, so right around here, certain Pokemon taught Tornos and Furnace a lesson. For about 30 years after that, those two Pokemon can become quiet. Somewhere on Route 14. Eight, 9, 12, 13. 21. 14, so over there. Not too far actually. So if we go to Undella Town, then we can go here and maybe that's when the web stuff happens. You know? That's 13. So, given the numbering though, I don't know which way we're going to be going. Like, is this the post-game content? Or do we go this way, or do we go this way kind of thing, you know? Like, it's hard to really tell. Because instead of going to Icarus City, where Gym 7 is, we're going over to Lentimus Town. Maybe because there's a kind of a shortcut thing going on here. And also Marshall, I think, is here. Maybe we open up Icarus City soon by doing stuff over here in Reversal Mountain. So, because I feel like Undella Town and like Black City are going to be post-game content, or like at least on the way to the league, you know? So it kind of makes sense if we go Westminster Town, Reversal Mountain, back to either Miss Charlton City or Driftvale, and then go into Icarus City. Via Twist Mountain, I think. From there we go here, 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 and then maybe we can go here. So that might actually take a long time to get to. We'll keep looking around here for now. Yes, but when did I get unlocked? Right, the thing is, are they already unlocked for me, or do I need to still do something? That is the question. Ah. It's not the greatest matchup for Heracross, but let's see what we can do. Luckily Heracross is built different. Yeah, so we're getting a boosted amount of experience. Wait. It might be because I think we got the lucky egg on her, right? Yeah, we got the lucky egg, that's why. Do that. So I guess we'll explore a little bit more. Yeah, Marshall's still here. Okay, so I feel like it's later then. Maybe I don't want to hand it out until maybe after Gym 7, you know? So, let's go back. and continue on. But I have been working on my special episode of Pokemon Links. It should be out by Christmas Eve. As for the actual time of when it's gonna be out, I don't know, like, ideally everyone's able to watch it, but I know that a lot of people will be quite busy around Christmas Eve. And so maybe won't be able to watch it, but if I do it like say the 23rd of December, like 10 AM my time, should be able to get the Americans at least. Probably not the UK audience. Or EU. Alright, let's switch back to Togepi for now. So, I could have it like in my morning, which would be American night, or my night, which would be American morning. Let's see, you're gonna crank out a 2-hour Christmas special if you don't die tonight. Fair enough. Fair enough indeed. The main thing is looking after yourself, I guess. Oh, this is a bad matchup. Really bad matchup. We're definitely not getting too much experience, are we? Great. It knows Key's pursuit. You forgot about Ariana? You love it? Yeah, well, you named it. Oh, we're not doing much damage, are we? Alright, let's go back to Molly then. I'm hoping it will be decent once we evolve her, you know? I think that's one of the things I like about Mon Gems XP share. It just makes it easier to play without needing to grind. Like, coming back to these old games and having to switch train and stuff. Clear Smoke. Wait. That is... hang on. What's the nature? It was... only using moves with less than 60 base power for Gentle, so we could learn that. How often are we going to be using Clear Smoke though? The idea is just to acid spray it up. How strong is acid spray? 40. It's pretty good. This is a fine move pool, and I think we need it. Almost tempted to use some more rare candies, but we'll keep it for now. But yeah, if I was just kind of playing this casually, right, not doing a challenge run, I would be fine with grinding a bit, you know, because I'll be playing it more than once a week, right? So I would be fine for it. But given some of the restrictions on like how Pokemon battle, it is harder for us to level them up normally. So we'll keep going for a bit, but maybe we'll some more red candy soon. Which isn't annoying. Okay, that was good bounce. Come on, toe beans. Roost. Roost detected air slash. Great. Honestly sounds kind of annoying, so let's go drop air. I forget what drop bear's thing was, but I think it was like can't use moves with less than 100% accuracy, or switch out if we get a increase. Either way, I was like basically nothing. Alright, maybe we'll just use a few red candy. Just to help speed it up. Yeah, so that's what happened last time I traded it in. Alright, let's get everyone up to maybe like 37. I feel like that's pretty reasonable for this stage. Ooh, toxic. That's useful. Probably better than toxic spikes. Get rid of stockpile. Oh! And an evolution. We're gonna see Ariana Grande's true form. Garbodor. Excellent. Discharge. Let me... Oh... It is more of a physical attack, isn't it? Well, that is good. I think they're both really good chance for fast. It's like 30%. We could go for more special attack on the team. No. Not a good move. Leaf Blade, there we go. Really help us out. Oh yeah. Not as good in double battles, but real good overall. Oh, we're gonna have to do this every time, aren't we? We're going to keep it a Meryl. One more time. Superpower? No, unfortunately it's too accurate. So we won't use it. Okay. So we'll go back in here and then we'll continue on. Are we able to put Aqua Tail onto Beryl yet? Wait, if we go back to the move relearner, could we learn Aqua Tail? You know? Also, let's double check what Zip Striker's nature is. Careful. So, careful. Can't use moves unless they're 100% accurate. Yeah, thought so. Alright. So now we've got everyone up to level 37, it should be a bit easier to handle. But yeah, the special episode of Pokemon Links is really coming along. I'm pretty proud of it. Oh, this is bad. Let me out. I spent a decent amount of time on it, but I still gotta spend more time on it. But I think it'll be pretty good. Unfortunately, Neville can't run away from Pokemon if his life depended on it. Finally. Maybe we swap out. Into... Let's go drop Bear for now. Yeah, so reverse map, I believe is like related to Heatran, right? Okay, which way? We'll go left. Instantly boarded. There's cool sound, like cool music. Hello. Alright, well, you're in charge of healing, then that's excellent. Ah, there's a little Spoing, look at him! Jeez. Bianca, you're over 40? But look at the little piggy! The little bouncing pig, I love him. Man, we're really not getting experience, are we? No. At least the double battles will help us to find any new Pokemon. I mean, Nishon is also a pretty cool Pokemon. I don't mind it. I wish it was a bit better, but it looks cool. Okay, so we gotta do some kind of trainer battle. I guess we'll do this side. Okay, discharge. It's just best to go for this charge, you know? Sorry. Voice beam Shana. Dang it. Well, that means we have to send out Ivani. Come on, Silky. Okay, decent matchup. We can go for Leaf Blade and do decent. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're getting like no experience. Alright. Just making sure of all my options before committing to anything. Double rebet. So cheeky. Battle one at a time, eh? She was not prepared for this, was she? Oh no, Bianca doesn't want to take part in it, I guess. Good to know. I thought she was going to be by my side, you know, and have a 2v2. But it's whatever. Okay, Torpedo's doing pretty good. Driftworm, well, we do have the advantage. It's pretty healthy, isn't it? Okay, so that means we're gonna have to battle the other guy in a single battle as well. So let's go with Ariana, see what she can do now she's evolved. Vibrava. Okay, well we have disadvantage here. Really bad spot for us. We might have to switch to Hera. Assuming that this Dragonfly doesn't have any flying type moves, we should be good. You never know if it has like air cutter or something, you know? Close combat. There we go. Camera out. We have the water type, but Meryl hasn't learned any water type moves yet. We're pretty weak to fire and ground, I think. Like, fire and ground destroys all our team except for Meryl. But Meryl doesn't have any water type move to capitalize on it. So we're in a really tough spot. It's possible to reverse sleep. We do have speed at least, so close combat should do some good damage. Okay, there we go. Whew. That could have been potentially really scary. Yeah, we really can't handle fire and ground at the moment. Even though we have a water type on the team. Wait, there's a Gabirda is ability change because I know that sometimes it can get weak arm. No, I still got Cinch. Okay, cool. Ugh. More trainers. Okay. Oh yeah, I've also changed up the layout, so there's no longer a black kind of void in the bottom right, because I've just kind of stretched out the Nature's Madness logo and the rules, you know. Don't need that. Ideally, I don't want to battle trains, I want to explore at the moment, you know? Okay, so that goes deeper. I wonder if that's where we're gonna go. Okay. Guess we gotta choose one. Oh wait, we can just... Wait, no, Bianca, come back. I didn't mean it. I thought she was just letting me come here and then we'll be battling again when we come back. Bianca! Whatever. We made it through. Reverse them ahead, yeah. So... we actually managed to make it to Undella Town. Pretty good. So... Should we see if we can make it to Route 14? Because then we might be able to unlock the weather chair, for example. I guess we'll see where we can go. But I'm surprised Bianca let us leave like that, you know? I thought that as soon as we come back to the cave, she'll be there to team up again, you know? Oh! Route 14! It's our girl Yancy, I believe. Hey! When do we get to go on a date with her? How do we get there? That item. I'll open that later. Route 14! So let's see if we can find the Lander Shrine, and maybe that will do something to Weather Trio. Down County, level 39. Luckily, Ariana can handle it. Let's go with Toxic, because not often you get to use Toxic. I mean, decent damage, but now we go for some Acid Spray. At least we got the Toxic off, you know? So even though we are asleep, we are doing damage. Do we wake up? Hey! Come on, Stench Flinch! Dang it. Even if you put us to sleep again, like that, Toxic should knock you out. Excellent. Okay, let's try that gentleman. There's fog in this game. It really adds to it. We need to teach Meryl a water type move. Ideally, Aqua Tail would be great. I don't know if there's any other moves that would work on Meryl. Fine. Oh. Dang it. I guess I could've gone on the water, but... So I'm thinking, since we're not really learning anything for Meryl at the moment, then maybe we go back and... Trouble Battle. Maybe we go back and learn Aqua Tail from, like, movie learning. And you have to use High Claws. Aqua Tail. Dang it. Yep. Quiver Dance, oh boy. Luckily, Lillian only really knows grass type moves. Jeez, that acrobatics is strong. Well, we have to send out Leavanny. I mean, we're fast enough that we could go for Discharge for the Basculin, but Leavanny's gonna handle it. So we're gonna go Flame Charge, Leaf Blade. There we go. It's only really that Gligar that we can't really do much about. And the only thing is, we can't really handle Gligar. Yeah, we can't do anything. Right, there's a few attacks that allow things like that, right? It's like flying type moves. Is it just flying type moves that allow that? Well, this isn't great no matter what we do, but we can only spend some time to wake up. U-turn. Come on, toe beans! It's all up to toe beans and Hera at the moment. How fast is this thing? That's the thing. We don't really have a good move. Come on! Please do not miss, toe beans. Please do not miss. From the top rope! Ah. We managed to win that. We desperately need a water move on Marill. Oh. Crap. We're probably going to lose this. Unless Hera can do a sweep. Gerda. If we get a good bounce off, maybe? Slide. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm still asleep. Wait, no, Hera's knocked out. This is not good. Wake up! She's fast asleep. Is a crit, because why not? It's whatever. Alright, let's see if we can go back and teach Marill maybe Aqua Tail. Because I imagine it's like something that we kind of missed out because we were Azrael at the time. Right? So, Burb. Because Aqua Tail would be really useful. Not only is it stab, but we need it for the fire types and the ground types on a team. Weaknesses. So I believe move tutor. We don't have any. Yeah, we don't have any info about them. See, there's another move tutor, but where's the move Varela? Not there. Anyone know where the move Varela is? Oh, Caitlin's well. Cool. We can go chill at the Elite Force house or something. Maybe it is later. Because something like Move Tutor It's just gonna be like teaching us moves. It's not actually gonna be relearning moves for us. Ah, there we go. Moving Minder. Alright. Split up and look for clues. We need moving learners. Nope. There we go. Heart scale. Don't know if we have one. We got at least one. Roll out. Aqua Tower. There we go. Those are moves that we can learn. So both of these are good. Yeah. Okay. I don't know how many heart scales we have, but we definitely need Aqua Tower. I don't have another one. But we might as well check out what some of these other Pokemon can learn. Also, how do I get more heart scales? Like, is there a love disc around, or... Okay, that's... whatever. But do I teach Roll Out to Meryl? It won't be that bad, right? Okay, everyone's got something. No. I think it's worth putting Roll Out over Slam, right? We get one move that we can't really use because it's Surf and it's a HM move, but Roll Out, Aqua Tail, Bounce? Pretty decent, right? Yeah, Slam is very inaccurate. Gonna get rid of it for Roll Out. There we go. Much better. Okay, so let's see if we can go further down on Route 14. Okay. Dang it. Ninja Grandmaster Service. Alright. Wait, honey. Did we get a Baneri? I think we did. Alright. Let's try it out. Jump kick. Maybe we go for dancing. It's good damage. This is gonna be stab. Actually, Wayfunny might have Limber preventing paralysis. We're gonna try and opt out. Come on. Toe Beans for the win. Alright. The little marrow that could. Let's go. Let's go back to Ariana. Right. We want to try and find a shrine. So we'll go with you, you're fine. We're gonna avoid you. Okay. Battle you, so we're fine. Okay, new territory. Any hidden grottos around? Oh, I guess we can also find out what Pokemon are on this route. Route. I don't really know which is best way to say it. I think Route is American. Right? So maybe Route is correct for me. But a fun little fact, if you change your date, well, if you make the day your birthday, you don't need to worry about fog because it goes away on your birthday, which is pretty cool. So, it's not likely to be over there, is it? What Pokemon can we get? Swablu! I like Altaria. So, let's try and get one of these, eh? A male Swablu. So if you got names in chat, let me know. Like, did anyone else hear that Ultra Ball? That was weird. It was like more metallic. It did only shake once, so maybe it was like a perfect capture thing. Okay, so male Swablu can evolve. So that's a critical capture. Okay, gotcha. And hi Snowy, how's it going? Yeah, I thought that the Ultra Ball sounded a bit weird, but it only did one shake, so I guess it was a critical capture. Would you like to name a male Swablu? It will be able to evolve, so I don't know. But you can come up with a name for it. Name him Snowy. That is doable. I don't think we have any Pokemon called Snowy yet. But we're on a new route, so we're able to get new Pokemon. But we're here because we've been told by an NPC, Golduck. We do have a Psyduck, so we can't capture that. We're here because an NPC told us that there's a shrine dedicated to Landorus on this route. So I'm hoping, if we get to it, we can potentially unlock the Genie Pokemon traveling the region, because we have a Master Ball. And what better place to use it than on a roaming legendary, you know? And there's nothing in the challenge run that states that we can't use legendary. So we're just trying to find the shrine. Ariana has Stench, which means that it's easy, well, less Pokemon are going to show up, but because it's so slow, when a Pokemon does show up, it's harder to run away from it. I don't know if you can get to the Abundant Shrine until first game. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find out, because this is like my first time playing Black 2. I played Black and White 1, right? But this is my first time playing Black 2, so I'm kind of learning as I'm going along. I'm just trying to avoid the trainers and grass for now as I explore. But it's possible that the shrine is like on that waterfall that we saw. Okay, because this must be. Oh, hello. Really? Today we're dancing for no reason. Sunday will disappear for no reason. Really? That's the excuse of why we can't go free here? They're just dancing for no reason, and they'll disappear kind of whenever for no reason at all. Did I also say that? Really? God. Alright. Well, I guess we can try and find some more wild Pokemon here before we go back. Black and White 2 is notorious for these NPCs, or yeah, it seems like it. Absol though, we can catch one of those. So start thinking of a male Absol name. But yeah, there's been a few NPCs like that where it's like, no, can't go for here because we don't feel like it. Which I really don't like. I would rather them have a good reason as why we can't go through, you know? I don't mind like a Pokemon on the loose or, you know, maintenance or whatever, but just dancing for no reason and leaving for no reason, like really? Double team. Could be good. But so, I'm curious about what your kind of video is that you need some of the footage from the Pokedeku tournament. Hey, what are you kind of working on? Alright. Male Absol. Now, unfortunately, we can't name this one Snowy because you just named the Altaria Snowy. Media, you fell asleep. Fair enough. You know, I appreciate the watch time at least. But we've just been on Route 14 trying to find the Abundant Shrine. I think it is up a waterfall, so we can't really get to it. I'm making a video on my run of the tournament. I don't think I need your footage after all. Fair enough. Yeah, if you're recording on your side, then, you know, go for it, I guess. You did, yeah, you did really good. I believe you won it, so, yeah, that was a good showing. Yeah, so Male Absol. As I catch media up, let's see, we've gone to Undella Town, so we've gone through Reversal Mountain. I thought that Bianca would be kind of waiting for us on the return, but she's kind of dipped off. So we'll still go back there to explore a bit, but we're in Undella Town. Now we're down in Route 14, we've got a Swablu, we've got an Absol now. We've gone back and taught Meryl, Aquitail, and Rollout, which would be really useful. Because we have a weakness to fire and ground type at the moment, you know. But it doesn't look like we're able to get to Land of Shrine, so maybe unlocking the genie comes later. I'm thinking maybe like after Gym 7 in Icarus City. I feel like that's about when you're able to get it in Black and White 1. So, I guess we'll find out. Anyway, Male Absol. You know, I'm actually not too fond of Absol's Mega Evolutions. I don't know, I feel like it's just a bit over the top. You know, like one has wings, right? And I guess it's like an angel and devil kind of thing. But I don't know, I feel like it's just a bit over the top, you know? Well, Absol Z. I mean, was it Dark Ghost? It's pretty good typing. And I guess it looks okay, but in my opinion, I feel like just base Absol is pretty good. Like, you don't need to go too much further with it. You know, like, it's already got some mysteries, like that thing on the side of its head, and part of its hair is a bit lopsided. It's got like a bit of an arcing tail, as you can see. So I don't feel like you'd need to really do anything with it, but then the Megas really just go over the top, you know? Alright, I guess I'll try and come up with a name then. Forewarn. Because it's like detecting disasters before it happens, there's like forewarning, but with hip, cool, spelling that the kids love, you know? So, forewarn? Good enough, right? I'm not hearing any objections. We're just going to try and avoid the trainers as we make our way back. We'll probably battle them again in the future. But I've seen some of the... I think I've seen all of the new Megas, because I like decided to Google it. In the DLC, there's only a few of them that I like. I don't know if it's too much to really talk about it because of spoilers and stuff, but there's a few of them I like, but a few of them are like, really? This is what we're doing? We battled you, you're fine. Okay, we should be good. So we made it back to Undell Town. We may as well check out some of these natures for these Pokemon. But yes, no, you enjoyed the Pokédex tournament? Like, what kind of uniqueness do you reckon would be better for next time? Like, because we were at 20%. We could go down to like 10% or 15, even 5%. You've unfortunately been spoiled for all the new Megas because you're trying to put together a draft board for ZA. That's a bit unfortunate. But what do you mean by draft board? I'm kind of curious about that now. Don't remember all of them, and I'm hoping to figure out. Fair enough then. I guess a bit of a shoddy memory is sometimes useful, right? So, I run a draft league. Oh, okay, little tournament thing going on. Alright, yeah, let's actually check these natures. So, Bashful. Bashful. Can't battle opposite gender. Genderless Pokemon can only battle other genders. Very restrictive. So Miss Puff will only be able to battle other females. Very rough indeed. Grumps, Hasty. Oh great. Must be the first Pokemon out, and only positive priority moves. I don't think Grumpy has much of that. I think 15% uniqueness would be good. I wish there was a way to give everyone a unique puzzle. I feel like part of it is knowing that everyone has the same puzzle. Like, sure you could, like, still have it validated, right? You can have, like, different days and have it validated. But there is something to knowing that, you know, if there's a category for fire type, that, you know, people are going to bring some fire types. So then you can change your moves around to have, like, you know, moves to counter that, or you can try and get Pokemon with uniqueness, rather, that fit the category, and that counter other types. So if there's fire types, maybe you get like a fire rock type, you know, maybe like a fire ground type, like Camerupt or something, you know, like, I feel like there are ways to make it interesting, I guess. And I think it makes it all kind of balanced, you know. You're not gonna have like one day where someone has like Ultra Beast, right? And then another day when someone has baby Pokemon. Like, I feel like that's not gonna make it too balanced. But having everyone on the same puzzle makes it a bit more fair, I think. So, unfortunately, Hasty Grumpy we can't really use. Jolly must switch out after own stat is increased, so we can't really use Dragon Dance. Because as soon as we use Dragon Dance, we gotta switch out. Which is unfortunate, because Dragon Dance, I'll tell you, is really good. But, overall, not too bad. Alright? And careful forewarn. Can't use moves unless they are 100% accurate, which is fine. I don't think anything like Psycho Cut has like 95 accuracy or anything. So, forewarn is decent. Swablu can be used, but I don't think we'll be using Drifloon or Grumpy. I don't know, I feel like, yeah, same puzzle can lead to some interesting team decisions, you know? Gotta balance uniqueness, battle strength, and, you know, a good matchup against others that are using the same puzzle. So it really adds to it, I think. What is this? Marine tube ahead. The walk-through aquarium. Huh. Shame that there's, I don't think there's an aquarium in ZA, right? Which is weird, because, like, it's a city, but all it's really got is, like, a museum. And I guess you could call some of the wild zones, like, a park, and there's, like, a construction zone and stuff, and sewers, but there's no aquarium, there's no zoo, there's no, like, airport, or I mean, there's a train station, but you can't really access it. It's really rough. That, you know, the entire game is a city, but there isn't much to do in the city. What on earth? Okay, sure. Better than the dancing people. But I don't get how you make an entire game, all about one city, and it's barely like anything to do in it, besides like, you know, in the wild zones. It just doesn't make sense. Like, in this game, there's so much to do as you're exploring, like new locations, new things to do. Like, this little town has an underground aquarium. Isn't that cool? like, so why does this game have... You know, why does this game have more interesting set of locations than a game that's entirely focused in one city, you know? I just don't get it. Not gonna lie, I didn't even consider everyone would have the same border when I figured it out. Well, now you know for next time, you know? So, I believe the categories were like fighting and there was flying. So, you know, I think some people playing around like Stealth Rock, you know? But it really adds to the tactical way of it. I mean, you still won regardless, so even on the same board, it doesn't necessarily matter. But there is more tactical depth to it, if you prefer. Guess we can check out on the water. Undella Bay. Where does this lead? Oh, Seaside Cave? Like, there's so much to explore around. Like, we still got Reversal Round to explore. We can't really go further on round 14. We could potentially go north, right? Alright. Maybe we can't go north. Alright, I guess we're doing it. I just want to explore. But yeah, I feel like everyone having the same board is better than like one person having Ultra Beast and another person having Baby Pokemon. Like, that's not really gonna make it interesting, you know? Counted. But the thing is, you don't want to go too far onto the counter pick, right? If everyone's bringing Fire type, and you go, okay, maybe I go Fire, Water, Volcanion, right? Maybe Volcanion doesn't have like a low enough uniqueness. So if you go too far into the counter pick, it's possible that your uniqueness will suffer, and so that will end up wasting a category. So you gotta balance the risk and the reward a little bit. Which I think really kind of adds to it. So 15% uniqueness could be good. Maybe 10%? 10% could do it. I feel like 10% really... it's possible. Maybe we do a 15%er and see how that goes. But then we go like 10%. And then we go down to 5%. Then we go down to like 3%, you know? But I feel like 5 or 10% is probably going to be the limit. Are we still taunted? Or we not? But I feel like getting down to about 10% is pretty good in terms of restrictions. Okay. You know what? We can potentially set some toxic spikes for the future Pokemon. Maybe not. Well, we have to send down a Leavanny. Which is good. I don't mind. Fair enough, I was just thinking about variety. My Draftweight brain was looking to cover all types instead of anything that would actually show up. Croden did good despite the flying types. Yeah, exactly. Like, Croden did amazing, if I'm being honest. Like, you were able to predict the switch-ins and stuff. You were using like Leech Seed. Were you using Toxic or Thunder Wave? I think it was like Toxic, right? So, you know, no matter what Pokemon you end up picking, it's also about your battle experience and battle knowledge. So there's a lot of different elements to it. Yeah, tough. Fair enough. So you gotta balance your Pokemon knowledge with your, you know, filling out the board. You gotta balance out the counter pick options, because everyone is having the same board. And then you also gotta balance Pokemon that you know how to use and also how to battle, right? Like because you gotta know some of the maybe unique abilities or unique moves of some of the Pokemon, maybe some of the Pokemon's stats, right? So your knowledge of like the actual battle as well is pretty useful. Like, it was just unfortunate that we had like a fighting and flying and it had the crossover, so everyone was guaranteed to have like a fighting on the team, you know? So hopefully in future categories it's not as strict, like maybe it's like can learn Flamethrower. Oh, maybe Flamethrower is bad as example. Can learn like I don't know, Solar Beam, right? You get a fair amount of Pokemon that can learn Solar Beam, you know? You can get something like Heliolisk, you can get a bunch of Fire types and Grass types, you know? So, you know. Or something like, you know, just baby Pokemon, right? Baby Pokemon would allow for a lot of different Pokemon. Found in a 4 IV Toxel. As in 4 perfect IVs, or a Toxel that has an IV of 4 in one of the stats. So, Route 13. Let's see a few of the Pokemon that we can find here, and then maybe we call it there. 4 perfect IVs. Oh, that's pretty good. That's really good, actually. That's like on the same kind of category as like legendaries, right? Because they're guaranteed to have, I think, 4 perfect, or 3 or 4 perfect IVs. So a 4 perfect IV Toxel is really good. And depending on which IVs... Ooh, Tangler. We need one of those. And also depending on which IVs, you probably don't need to change it, right? Because like... you probably go for special attack. So if attack and, say, speed are not perfect, then it's pretty good. The only non-perfect were HP and attack. Okay, HP could always go for a boost, but attack you don't need, because, you know, special attack is pretty good. Get some moves like Boom Burst or Overdrive, you know. I mean, I guess it doesn't really have its ability, right? So, eh. I'm assuming you're talking about in ZA. I really don't get why in the Legend skins we can't have abilities. Oh, we knocked it out. Dang it. Yeah, ZA. Like, if you're going to the trouble of reinventing the combat system, right? Pelipper. Okay. We need one of these as well. If you're going through the trouble of reinventing how the combat system works with the initiative, and accuracy and things like that, you know? Cooldown of moves instead of PP. Then why not go all the way with abilities, you know? Like, how often would Speed Boost trigger? Like, would it trigger like once every 30 seconds, for example? Would it trigger once every 10 seconds, you know? Like, or something like Storm Drain. You know, maybe it actually changes the direction of water type attacks to so that they're locked on, right? So if you, let's say there's a Growlithe and a Shellos next to each other, you target the Growlithe for a water type move, but because of the Storm Drain, it switches your target as you hit it, and so you're actually just targeting the Shellos. Like, doesn't that sound interesting? You know? And I feel like there's some cool abilities that you could try and put into that combat system. I mean, something like Levitate, you probably don't need to do much with, it's just give an immunity to ground type attacks, you know? But, you know, that also give more reason to have like moves such as Gravity or Smackdown. And while we're at it, why not make moves do different things based on the arena? Like, maybe have Gravity be like a massive AoE kind of thing, or have something like Trick Room, you know? Like, get some creativity with it. Like, you can imagine like a grassy terrain really just covering like a huge area of the battlefield, right? Like, why not have things like that? So I feel like the combat system in ZA is a decent attempt, right? But it could definitely have gone further. Female Pelipper. Female Pelipper. Pelly? Or should we try something like Penelope? Penelope the Pelipper? Hmm? I feel like Penelope the Pelipper sounds pretty good. I don't know, I feel like they could have tried with abilities. Maybe it wouldn't have been perfect, right? But having Pokemon like Aegislash without its ability, but it still kind of has the ability because of the animations and stuff. It's like, why even like have that? Why don't you just have the ability, you know? Like, I've heard that Mimikyu is in the DLC, right? Does it have something like Disguise? Where it can like take one hit? You know? I don't even know how to do that, because like, you can... Just kind of thinking, because like, you can run away from trainer battles pretty quickly, and like, against wild Pokemon, do you just like, have it every time you switch out because it's Disguise back? Like, but that's something it would be great to experiment with. Alright. I'm gonna call her Penelope the Pelipper. Going once. Going twice. Sold. Let's go here. You know, like, I imagine something like Stamina on the mods there would be pretty good, right? Especially in range, right? If everyone's having multiple Pokemon and there's a lot of moves going around, every time you get hit, you get increased defense and special defense. Sounds pretty good. What, is it just defense? I think it's just defense, isn't it? I don't know, but I feel like that could be interesting, right? adds more depth to it and more kind of things to it, rather than just, you know, legendary spam, I'm guessing, right? For all the legendaries, there's probably gonna be like Mega Rayquaza in the ranked battles and stuff, so, you know, having some kind of counterplay would be great for her abilities, but and like, the game has weather, right? Like, it does have rain. Are they like hail and snowstorm? Hail and sandstorm? Oh, Lunatone. Guess we need one of those. Should be able to survive one close combat? Maybe not. I don't know, like besides all the abilities and additions I'd like to see in it, it does have some jank from what I've been able to see. Like, especially with how Pokemon move around and with their targeting. It does feel like it's half-baked. Gee, okay, that was a crit. And you got Cosmic Power now. So another strength should not knock it out. Like, it probably is a decently enjoyable game, but for the price, it's not really something I can support. Dang it. Like, it's not something I want to support, given the price. If it was like 15 Australian dollars, I'd get it, for sure, why not? But it's about $90 or $95, I think, in Australia. And for that price, I don't think it's worth it. I guess like the base version, not the Switch 2 version, is like... If it's normally a $60 game, then it's about $80, maybe $85 for me. I think there's just better games for that kind of price, you know? Alright, Lunatone. What to name it? Sorry about the ranting, I guess. I am a bit hot in Australian summer, so I guess I was ranting from the heat. So, Lunatone, no gender. Do we do something crazy and call it like croissant? Skipping ZA and DLC are understandable. I'm trying to base game, but I'm not sure I'd buy the DLC if I wasn't streaming it. Yeah. Fair enough. Like, to me, it caters towards more of the shiny hunter, right? And those that want to collect all the Pokemon. So, if you don't want to 100% of Pokedex and you don't want to shiny hunt, I feel like the game doesn't have much to offer. Like, there's no infinite, there's no good infinite grind or battle system, right? If there was like, I know they got like battle cafes, right? If it was battle cafe, all Pokemon set to level 50, battle random trainers with 4 evolved teams and good items and IVs and stuff, that would give you a reason to be competitive, which, like, competitively breed, not breed, but competitively train your Pokemon, and that's kind of what I like to look into. I like to really sink my teeth into the combat system, you know? I like it for previous Pokemon games. Unfortunately, the post-game content for previous Pokemon games hasn't been the best. But, you know, if there was something like that I could sink my teeth into with this new combat system, then maybe I'll get it. But from what I've seen, it isn't really anything like that, you know? So, I can't really... I could, you know, play the game, fine, and all that, but if there's no reason to worry about IVs and natures and stuff, then it's just gonna be like more of a casual let's play, you know, rather than kind of doing anything out of it. Hope that makes sense. And like, I don't have NSO, so I won't be able to do the online mode. Online ranked, rather. How do I spell it? Croissant. That's how you spell it, right? It might be... Croissant? It doesn't look like ever. I don't know. Maybe we don't call it that. That's a bit weird. It has an A? Oh, okay. Been a while since I've seen the spelling of it. Oh, without the I, okay. I was wondering why it looks a bit weird. No, I mean like the I here. Croissant. Like that? You got Cryoscent, I think. You know what? If it's wrong, we ball with it. It's French, lots of random eyes. Yeah. Yeah, French, bit weird with this spelling. But I can go on more of a rant about ZA, really, because it doesn't seem like many people are doing it within the small Poketuber club. It seems like everyone's kind of enjoying it, but I like to give some kind of counterplay, you know? Too much of one side isn't really good. I like to play devil's advocate and, you know, cause a bit of discussion. So if no one else will talk about the negatives of ZA, then I guess I will. Maybe I'll make a video about it, like a dedicated video about it. Who knows, but I think that's gonna do it for today's stream. Yeah. The heat's kind of getting to me, so I'm gonna start calling it there. But, you know, I can go on a dedicated rant. I've done it before, I'll do it again, you know. But I would like to thank everyone for watching, either now or in the future, for joining me on another episode of my Pokemon Nature's Madness Run. Next week, same time, is Christmas Eve. No, wait, it's Christmas Day, because it's next Thursday. Yeah, so Christmas Day next Thursday. I probably won't be here. I might still do Donkey Kong on Christmas Eve, but on Christmas Day I'm not going to be here. So, 2 weeks. We'll be continuing this off. Well, yeah, we'll be continuing this on New Year's Day. So, I would like to thank everyone for watching, and I will see you guys later. See ya.